with Secretary briefing with Secretary Rubio Hegseth about the war in Iran. And that's exactly what it is. It's a war in Iran. And everything I heard in there confirms that this is a war. The level of violence has been significant. And we have heard, not just in that briefing, but publicly, that the administration is expecting to even increase and ramp up on those attacks. So this is something that they told us point blank is going to go on for a long time and get even more violent. It's going to put even more Americans' lives at risk. And we have seen how this administration has deprioritized the protection of American citizens. My office has gotten a barrage of calls and emails from panicked Americans throughout the Middle East and their families. And I asked this question directly to Secretary Rubio, and they showed to me that they did not do the planning ahead of time to be there for the protection of Americans. This administration is just making this up as they go along. This is so very clearly a war without the approval of the American people through Congress. This is going to be reckless and dangerous, as we've seen the lives of 6 Americans killed already. What I was told in that briefing and what we hear publicly is this administration continuously saying they expect that number to go up. We're going to do everything I can to be able to keep Americans safe and to be able to rein in this lawlessness that we're seeing.
I just want to say I am more fearful than ever after this briefing that we may be putting boots on the ground and that troops from the United States may be necessary to accomplish objectives that the administration seems to have. But I also am no more clear on what the priorities are going to be of the administration going forward, whether it is destroying the nuclear capacity of Iran or simply the missiles or regime change or stopping terrorist activities. And I think the administration owes it to the American people to have briefings not just for members of Congress, but for the American public. Nothing here should have been classified. It should be available to the American people.
I just left a classified briefing on Iran, and here's what I can say. It is so much worse than you thought. You are right to be worried. Trump administration has no plan in Iran. This illegal war is based on lies, and it was launched without any imminent threat to our nation. Donald Trump still hasn't given a single clear reason for this war, and he seems to have no plan for how to end it either. Like a lot of you, I am really angry. I am angry at what Donald Trump is doing, and I feel grief for those already killed in this unnecessary conflict. And I will keep doing everything I can to fight to end this war.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. I want to give our praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kudash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. As you see in the videos before, okay, that was a classified briefing on the war with Iran. And look at their spirits. They spooked. Look at the spirit of those people, man. Okay, these are people that's up there, okay, and they ain't telling everything. So they're only giving you a little bit of the classified, but even that little bit lets you know this is getting very, very serious. It is serious already. Okay, it's getting more serious. Okay, they talking about troops on the ground. They believe 100%. They believe so. It's way worse than we thought. Right, because this war is what's going to bring in that chip. You see, nukes are going to fly, but it's not yet, though. We know the chips, have to be mandatory first, okay? Then the nukes drop, okay? But what we're watching now in this prophecy, we're watching the chip being set up very cold-blooded, okay? And nuclear war being set up. Now, let's go back to Matthew 26, verse 41. Watch and pray. Right, you're supposed to watch the prophecies. Okay, you're supposed to watch the prophecies. What's going on right now? All right, let's go into the blue letter on watch.
Strong's G 1127. Gregareo. Gregareo.
Okay, it says to watch, give strict attention to. Right. So the seers, the prophets, we're going to, bring it to your attention. But you have to be paying attention to even see what we're saying, and what we know, and what's going on. All right? So give strict attention to, be cautious, active. Right. You have to actively be looking for Yahushua's return. Okay? Which is a spirit of prophecy. The testimony is a spirit of prophecy. Okay, the testimony of Yahushua. Okay, let's go back. Matthew 26:41 to top. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Let's go into temptation in the blue letter.
Strong's G 3986. Pyrosmas. Pyrosmas.
Okay, it says an experiment, but let's go to A. It says an enticement to sin, temptation, whether arising from the desires, okay, from your desires, your wicked desires that you know that ain't right, whether it's that, okay, demons trying to seduce you, okay, or from the outward circumstances. Now you have demons that are set to seduce you through the outward circumstances, meaning the stores are shut down, ain't no more food, no more water, no more this. You got to eat, your kids got to eat. You better take this chip, okay, which is a sin to take it. Okay, the mark of the beast is not sin itself, and that's it. You got to break it down. It is a sin to take the mark of the beast, but you got to break down what the mark of the beast is. And we have broke it down a million times here at GMS. Okay, from the top on down. Faithfully. Okay, and again, what you're seeing now is going to lead to that. Okay, these different senators and people, that's in these rooms, man, they're not playing about what they heard. And again, it's classified, so they're not telling you everything. They can't tell you everything. But they're telling us enough to say, oh, shit, this is serious. This is it. Okay? It don't matter if a pause happen next week, 2 weeks from now. It don't matter. I'm going to keep saying that. It don't matter, man. This thing is moving forward. Everything you're seeing is because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is doing it for his people, for the elect. That's what we're seeing. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is doing this for the elect. Okay, so you got to pray, okay, that you have the strength. You have to pray that you have the strength. A lot of Jakes, most Jakes ain't going to have the strength to deal with this, man. They're going to crumble because why? They didn't walk by faith and not by sight. They didn't exercise that, okay, to build that within themselves. Okay, so this is very, very serious. Keep watching the prophecies, man. Pray. Pray the Lord gives you the strength because we are here. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, man. Okay? Seek the Lord while he may be found. All right? Or get mocked. Like it says in Proverbs chapter 1, man. Okay, he shall laugh at your calamity because you didn't listen. You did not choose to fear the Lord. Pay attention to what the prophets are saying. All right? So more news will be on the way. Keep watching. With that, I want to give our praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, forgive me, Spirit, to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to your Akamach that is doing the truth in all sincerity. Shalom.
Let's also be clear. Said before, I've said it now, there was no imminent threat to the United States of America by the Iranians. There was a threat to Israel. If we equate a threat to Israel as the equivalent of an imminent threat to the United States, then we are in uncharted territory. We have seen the goals for this operation changed now, I believe, 4 or 5 times.